How the fuck are you, my lovelies? Let's see what shadow work we need to work on. What's stuck in the drain that needs to come to the surface? Ooh, all right. Well, I feel like some barriers or some boundaries are needed because your guard's super high, so you're having difficulty letting people in or even being able to express yourself. I feel like that's something that everybody's struggling with right now. They're telling me that you need to not worry about offending others at this time, that you might need to be tactful, but you still need to speak your mind. I feel like there's been a lot of confusion and that will actually help to clear the air if you're able to speak your mind. You feel like you've missed out on an opportunity or things have been kind of erratic with your finances lately. I feel like that could also be changing. 888 has been coming out for me for days and days now at this point. So 8 is somehow significant to this reading. The infinity symbol specifically is somehow significant to someone who sees this. All right. The Queen of Cups, who's normally very nurturing, normally very motherly, somebody who is the type of person to give you the shirt off their back, she's in some really shitty energy right now. The question is why? What happened? What's going on with her in her world that she feels like, you know, a helicopter parent, or she's maybe a little bit negative in her mindset right now? Just not great energy. She's not at a good vibration. We need to get her back to that. She could also be struggling with a lot of heartbreak, a lot of pain. Also things like infertility might be something that you guys are struggling with. All right, we're burnout and exhausted. It's past the point of no return. So I feel like we need to get things back in balance. I feel like there could also be a love relationship that is on really rocky ground right now, or there's endings that I feel like are coming. Yep, the Tower. You're gonna avoid the disaster, but something drastically needs to change. You're no longer confused. You know this isn't what is working best for you. So you're trying to finalize some plans to actually get out of this situation. And there is a choice that needs to be made. I feel like this person doesn't prioritize you. I feel like this person maybe prioritizes things like money over quality time with this person. And so maybe you're making a conscious choice that, like, you know, if I'm not your priority, I'm out, sort of energy. The World. I feel like there's been a lot of delays. I feel like there's been a lot of obstacles kind of holding this Queen of Cups back. I feel like there's a lot of things really that need to change, but it's like, where do you even start? I almost get the sense that like the Tower is imploding, not that it's exploding going outward, that it's imploding. Like this person has just so much on their plate that they can't take on one more thing. Like it's gonna boil over the top. All right. I do think that there is a younger person that's trying to come in, but like they're lacking the confidence to actually come forward and express how they feel. So they're also not in the greatest of energy because they're in this like weak-minded mentality, lacking their confidence, lacking their courage. They're genuine, their feelings are there, but I feel like this Queen of Cups has no idea because it's like they're on two different paths right now. And the Page of Wands. So we don't want Page, we don't want Knights, we want Kings or the Emperor to come out. Pages aren't ready to settle down. They're young, they're immature. Knights are a little bit better. So there's news coming in quickly. I feel like this person's gonna kind of come forward, but it's almost like it's a haphazard confession is what it feels like. Yeah, there's definitely an ending to some sort of long-standing relationship. No emotional fulfillment. Needs aren't being met. I feel like it's been a long time coming and this just absolutely needs to end. And you're worried about the finances. Know that the money is coming. You have to put your best foot forward, and that way you can actually make a go at something. I feel like finances have been an obstacle for a long time. Again, you feel like you missed out on an opportunity, things just not going your way here. All right, the confusion. It's like, what do I do? Do I stay? Do I go? What's next? I feel like lots of conflict, lots of chaos, arguments. I feel like there could, again, the Tower coming out, you know, either like there's this almost like impending doom, like you feel it coming, or this person that's going to come forward has like this impending doom of what am I doing? What am I about to do? But I feel like hiccups for confirmation. I feel like this person's going to come forward regardless of the outcome. Yeah, somebody is definitely walking away, leaving the conflict, chaos, and arguing behind because they desire peace. 7 of coins. So lots of frustrations around work and money. I get the sense somebody's going to make a career change. I'm kind of in that boat right now too. It's like, I love this, but it definitely doesn't pay my bills. And so I'm looking at other options too of what I can do. So I feel like there's something that you've been working on behind the scenes that could pay off for you. But again, are you willing to put in the hard work that's required? You need to see the truth for what it is. If this relationship or this job isn't cutting it for you, then be willing to look in different directions. Be willing to look elsewhere. Be willing to set yourself free from what's not serving you. That's the point of shadow work, right? To come into this sense of self, to be your most authentic version and not worry about any sort of dirt that somebody could sling on your name. Why? Because you've healed those aspects of yourself that were dormant or hidden or suppressed on purpose. All right, so know that with new levels brings new devils, right? Quite literally. So there will be more challenges along your path. There always will be. The point is that it's how you respond to them. Have you healed enough to let go of any sort of temptation or addiction that might be rearing its ugly head? Have you healed enough to be this version of yourself that you want to be? Are there still triggers coming up? We're in retrogrades like crazy right now. So one of those could be things like people from the past. It could be old addictions coming to the surface. It could be anything that makes you feel like you're stuck and trapped. So if you're willing to be vulnerable in that state and willing to own your own shit and work through the difficulties, you can overcome the devil. Money is coming to you, so have some patience, curb any sort of unnecessary spending until things level out. You will get back to who you truly are if you do the work. So the Queen of Cups, we have her in the upright where she's nurturing, she's genuine, she's somebody who wears her heart on her sleeve. She is a genuinely good human being and people love to be around her. But the guard is still really high, okay? So we're gonna learn to trust people slowly at this point in life. It's like, I've heard the saying, I'm in the prove it to me phase of life. Me too. It's like, talk is real cheap. If you wanna be in my life, especially in my inner circle, you gotta earn a spot there. People should not just have free reign or free access to you without walking through some of those fires with you. And if they have not earned a spot at your table, they are not entitled to sit there. So remember that. You have to let people in slowly. Decide who you allow into your energy. That is what will create the balance so you no longer have to juggle things. But again, a decision will have to be reached about something. I feel like it's what you're letting go and what you're letting in. All right, we have the Sun. Brighter days are ahead. Know that these retrogrades will eventually end, especially Mercury, which I feel like is, just stirring the pot like usual right now for a lot of people. And so I feel like we have to shift our perspective somehow. We've got to see that things can adjust, they can get better. And what are you prepared to do to cut out the things that are making you miserable? There might need to be some changes. Whatever those changes happen to be, money improvements are coming. More is on the way. More than enough to cover what you need and to help bless other people. So invest it wisely. Make some good business decisions going forward. Watch out for people who are trying to sabotage your happiness. I feel like the King of Swords is always grumpy, right? He's always in a bad mood. He's always overthinking things. He's really a tyrant. He's kind of a piece of shit asshole. He's kind of a narcissist. So steer clear of that guy if at all possible. You will have some sort of victory coming in for you. Whatever this battle is, I feel like you're making a conscious decision to chase your happiness. So go after those things that excite you. And when you do, I feel like love will follow. So we're going to have happiness. We're going to have love. We're going to have new beginnings. We're cutting out obstacles in our life. It sounds like shadow work, right? We're actually doing the work. So don't overthink this stuff. Go towards what makes you happy. Let go and sever those ties with the things that drag you down, the backstabbing, the betrayal, and the bullshit. And welcome in these new opportunities. Why? Well, you've manifested this new beginning. So enjoy that. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. Know that things can get exponentially better. Financially, you will not have to worry about things. I feel like romantically, you are like being tailor-made the divine partner that you desire. So you need to walk into this new dimension, this new timeline, like you own the fucking place. Have a great week.